Hey guys, it's Jeff and welcome to today's video. So today I wanted to take some time out in my very busy week between my two sets of shows just to talk a little bit about the Festival d'été de Québec 2019. So the FEQ just closed this Sunday and I was there for the finale with Offspring and Blink 182, and I thought I'd take a couple of minutes to make this video, talk about what I liked and didn't like about the show, just give myself a bit of a review, and then show you a bit of the footage that I took with my cell phone. Obviously I didn't bring the whole camera and recording setup because that would have been insane. There were like 90,000 people on the Plaine d'Abraham. And for those of you that know how it's made, it's a fairly compact space with a lot of people, so I was afraid that I would break stuff. So I just brought my cell phone and filmed a couple clips. Anyway, it's the kind of thing that you had to be there to really enjoy it. So the short clip should be enough to give you an idea of the vibe that was there at the show. But without further ado, let me talk a bit about the evening and the bands that played there and what I thought about the whole experience. So the first band that played, the first opener was Neck Deep. It's a band I didn't really know much about. I heard a couple of their songs on Spotify and like the modern pop punk playlists, but that's really all I knew about the band. I didn't know they were from the UK. And I thought the performance was quite good. The guitarist spun around a lot. That was nice. The singer interacted with the crowd quite a bit, so that was very nice too. And I loved how down to earth the guy was. I mean, he obviously knew that none of the people there were there to see him or his band. They were obviously all there for Offspring and Blink 182. And he knew that, but despite all that, he was still very glad and fortunate that he was able to play on this such a huge stage. So I think that showed really very much in the interaction he had with the crowd and just how thrilled the whole band looked while playing. The music was fun. I didn't know many songs. I knew 2 songs out of the whole set that I heard on Spotify. But still, it's a pretty good discovery. I think I'm going to be listening to some more Neck Deep from now on. I might even do a cover of one of their songs now that I've actually seen them live and actually start to enjoy the band a little more. And overall, I think it was a pretty good show. Then we moved on to the Offspring, which was the middle band. And I think they gave one of their best performances in years. Last time I had seen them was in 2013. They came to my hometown of Rimouski and they played there for like an hour and a half. And I was just very disappointed that time with the Offspring, just how they didn't sound very good, how the singing wasn't quite on par with what it used to be, and just how old the guys were and how they looked like they were tired and burned out. And that was a feeling that I didn't get this time around when I saw the Offspring now in 2019. I think the guys were on top of it. They were having fun. Noodles especially was interacting with the crowd a lot. Well, a lot for this kind of band anyway. Usually these huge rock stars don't interact all that much. A lot of it is scripted. But he actually even stopped at some point and started filming the crowd. And I thought that was just a funny interaction. And the guys were nice. They looked genuinely happy to be there. And they were playing just before Blink 182. So obviously they were probably expecting that a lot of people were there for Blink and not so much for them. I was actually surprised that a lot of people were actually there for Offspring and actually left when Blink started playing, which transitions to the last portion, the Blink show. Now, I've seen many Blink shows in the past. That was my 4th or 5th experience with Blink 182, the 3rd of which was with Matt Skiba. And I'm sort of expecting to be disappointed by Blink every time I see them. And I don't mean any offense by that, but it's just that kind of band that I grew up with, that I admire so much. And every time I end up seeing them live, I'm always disappointed because I bring so much expectations with me. And they're just humans, just guys that are trying to have fun and probably got a little overwhelmed by the whole music business side of things. And now they got to do what they got to do. And they come in, they do their scripted jokes, they do their songs, and then they leave. A lot of people actually were disappointed because in their tour right now, there are a couple acoustic songs and a bit of a drum solo and the mechanical ball thing that they didn't do there. And so the show ended about 15 minutes before the actual closing of the festival, which a lot of people were disappointed about. Personally, I thought it was okay. I would have liked to see the drum solo and the acoustic stuff. The reason they gave for it not being played that night is because apparently if they had installed this rig on the stage the way it was set up, the Offspring wouldn't have had enough place to put all their stuff, so they would have had to basically encroach on the Offspring's place to be able to do that. And they wanted to make sure that the Offspring had a good experience as well, so that's apparently the reason why they didn't do it. But overall, the show was really great. The sound was okay. During the Offspring, there were a couple hiccups, but nothing much. Neck Deep sounded very good. Offspring sounded very okay as well. Blink sounded better than most of the times I've seen them, so I was quite happy with that. And with that said, guys, that's about all I had to say about the show. Before I leave you with a couple clips of the event, I just wanted to say that next weekend I'm going to be doing my next 2 shows with my band Spider. So we're going to be on the road again for a couple days. Taking plenty of footage. Right now I got like 32 gigabytes of raw footage from the first show we did. So I'm expecting to get at least another 32 gigabytes of stuff. So many minutes and hours of footage. and then I'm gonna piece that together in a huge video that's gonna be coming out probably, I want to say early August, and hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy that video. But with that said, guys, I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm gonna leave you with these little clips, and peace out.
What's my